get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. The King of Glory, the King of Glory, get up, get up, get up, get up. So I don't know about y'all in TV land, but Kingdom Business is the business. So, you know, when you're on vacation, you don't really watch TV like that, you know, whatever. The only time I really watch TV, because, you know, when you get home, when you get to a hotel, you be knocked out. Like, I feel like the only time I actually watch TV on vacation is when I'm with my son, obviously, or whatever. But on the cruise, they didn't have any TV, or at least we didn't have any in our room. But when we went to Disney, they had on the TV, and my son, he was watching his Disney Channel, and after he knocked out, I was watching BET. Now, BET, I don't care what nobody say, I love the new BET, I really do. With On the Couch, it's about women's mental health. Yandy is in it, and there's an episode where she talks about just being depressed after COVID, and it's just really good. So a round of applause for BET for being so mature and talking about real life stories. I mean, BET Plus with Oval. I'm not a fan of Oval, but you know, there's just so much variety. Bruh, Tyler Perry, that's excellent. Talks about 4 successful black men, but they're going through mommy and daddy issues. Their fathers are not around, and one of them is a successful lawyer on drugs. I hope they come out with another season for that. But the show that I wanted to talk about today is Kingdom Business. I mean, this show is so good, and I watched it. It's funny because the first few episodes, I think like the first 2 episodes I saw before, I didn't really like it. But then I seen it at Disney, and I'm like, yo, this show is good. So when I got home, I actually went on YouTube, and I paid $13.99 for it. And let me tell you, season 1 is so good. And anybody who goes to church and you know about fake pastors and stuff like that, it's literally a mirror image. So I feel like everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I feel like if you don't like Kingdom Business, you probably are one of those people that are fake in church, just straight up. Like, those of us who like the show, it's because we all know a pastor or 2 that have sex addiction. I just wanted to briefly talk about that. It's a little bit deeper. You know, people think that men just cheat because, oh, that's the Adam nature, sin nature. Sex addiction is a real thing, and I think the church needs to do more seminars on it. A lot of men, it's not about, oh, they just love sex. He had also depression, and that's something like, you know, y'all maybe say, well, what are you talking about, Crystal? If you don't feel good about yourself, right, you gonna have sex with anything walking, right? Because even as a man, you're gonna be selective in who you sleep with. And this man in Kingdom Business, he had an affair with a stripper, right? And strippers are people too, but I feel like it's so wrong because let me tell you something. Most strippers who become strippers, they come from broken families. First of all, it's not even a choice that they become strippers. Most of the time, it's for financial issues. It is. It's because they couldn't find a job, or they putting themselves through college. Like, they're very vulnerable girls that don't have good families, right? Somebody with a decent family, like I know girls from high school that became strippers, and they came from fathers' homes, and they were struggling, you know. One particular girl, she wasn't struggling, but she didn't have a father at home, and her stepdad wasn't shit. So, you know, she did the stripping thing. Now she's, you know, engaged or whatever. She got a baby. She changed her life around. She actually works in a hospital. But for the most part, girls who become strippers, you know, they're vulnerable girls. So when I hear stories like that, to me, it's just so disgusting, because you as a man of God, you should be using your platform to encourage a young woman that's in that state. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a stripper is the same thing as sleeping with someone that's on drugs. Like, that, you know, are you gonna do, you know, why would you do that to yourself as a man? And I think it's a power thing because they know that that girl needs them. Now in Kingdom Business, he was like taking care of her financially and stuff like that, but she was going to blackmail him. So what happens is somebody, because he was like a famous bishop or whatever, someone killed her when they found out that she was, you know, messing with him. She had threatened him and said that if he didn't give some money to her, because her parents had gave a lot of money to the ministry, right? So she was like, yo, if you don't give my parents back, give them some money, I'm going to blackmail you. I'm going to let everybody know that we slept together, X, Y, and Z, as she should, because, you know, that's foul. He's like, oh, they offered it to me. Yeah, but it's like, come on, dude, you know you scamming. So she was like, well, if you don't give my parents their money, I'm going to tell everybody we slept together. So after she threatens him, she ends up dead. So naturally, everybody thought he did it. He didn't do it. What happened was somebody that really liked his ministry killed her for him. Some people are like that. You have a lot of people that, even if you're not a stripper, if you have an affair with a married man and he's like what's the word? He has a title of any kind. He could be a lawyer, a doctor, a pastor, like a man of prestige. I guess that's the word. A man of title of prestige. And you're the side chick. People will hate you because they feel like, well, something's wrong with you. But at the end of the day, don't you think that older man knows better? Like for me, I would feel for the girl. Like you're not looking at it from her perspective. Like obviously if this man is providing her a lifestyle that her own father couldn't give to her, you know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. A lot of these men of prestige, they can never really get a pretty woman in real life. Their wives look like shit. So yeah, a stripper, even though she's low class, it's a fantasy to them. So it's like, ooh, a stripper. And let me tell you something, those men of prestige, athletes and all that, they know that if they were not athletes, doctors, lawyers, whatever, pastors, they know that if they didn't have that title, they would not get those women. And men know that. And it's basically, and with Kingdom Business, not only was he having an affair with the stripper, he also was having an affair with the employee. They had a girl that was working for them, and he was having an affair with her. And the daughter got emotional and was like, at first I had to rewind it because I'm like, why the girl, first of all, as a daughter, why do you care who your father sleep with? That is not your business. It's not. Mind your business. I got enough issues and things I'm dealing with my life to be worried about what my father doing. Like, that's just weird. My father's affairs. But she got offended because the girl was her friend. Now that's nasty. That's nasty. Like, you supposed to be my friend. And yeah, so I had to rewind it. Like, why was she so mad? But yeah, like, she came in as a friend. She was an employee and then had an affair. So at that point, this man is not looking for vagina. This man has a sexual fetish. This man probably has depression and addiction. And these are issues that the church don't address, right? So season 1 ended on to me, a good note, because in my opinion, he ain't no good to nobody. And before it happened, I was like, he should just kill himself because he's not going to stop having affairs. He's not going to go to therapy because he's religious, and a lot of people don't believe in that. But you need medicine, therapy, something if you're sleeping with strippers and your employees. At that point, it's not infidelity or adultery. You have a sex addiction, sir. And that's something that we don't address in the church, and it's really sad. And he was talking and telling his wife, I'm tired of lying, and that's what it is. It's like, when you get to that title, it's like you're not allowed to be a real person. You're not allowed to say, yes, I have desires. Yes, or whatever. And a lot of people, they don't really get to live their life before they say I do. And I think that's so important, like, to be young and make mistakes and learn from them before you get married. I think that is so important. I also wanted to add, that's why love is so important. And people say love don't pay the rent. But I really do believe that if you truly, truly love yourself first, and if you truly love your partner, like, even if you just like them, you're not going to have a full-blown affair. I can't believe that. You might cheat on them, but then when you cheat, you're going to feel bad about it. You're not going to have a full-blown affair and paying somebody bills. And no. So it just shows that he didn't love his wife. And as you watch the season, Yolanda doesn't love him either. It was kind of like a business thing. Like, that's a perfect title, Kingdom Business, because it's literally a business. He married her because she was the bishop's daughter, right? And they have an episode in there where somebody else proposed to her, which was the producer, but she turned it down because her father didn't like him. She married the other guy, which is no good because she didn't love him. Like, you could just tell, like, Yolanda, shout out to her because she's excellent in this. She plays the mean girl, and she's just, damn, is she a mean girl in real life? But she's excellent. Like, her acting ability, I didn't know that she could act so good. She's excellent. Also, the person that plays her husband, I don't know, millennials, if y'all remember him from Soul Food. So when I seen his face, I knew he was going to play a trifling husband. Because remember, he was trifling in Soul Food. And then he was trifling and Waiting to Exhale. Remember, he was Angela Bassett's, I'm about to say Bassett. Angela Bassett husband, right? Remember, he left her for a white woman? That was him. Or on Soul Food, Terry's husband cheated on her with the cousin. That was him too, again. So he's always playing the part of a trifling husband. Now, 20 years later, he playing a husband in Kingdom Business. And once again, trifling husband. But this time he does society a favor and kills himself. So I was clapping at the end of the episode. Like, first I had to rewind it. I'm like, who shot him? Oh, he shot himself. I'm like, and it's sad because it's like, damn, like, God forbid if that could really happen, like a pastor shoot himself. But it's like, he knew he wasn't shit. He knew he wasn't going to stop cheating. He knew he had a problem. Like, that's not normal behavior at all. For you to be having numerous affairs. You having one affair is like, okay, cool. But then you having an affair with the help, which is the employee. You had a full-blown affair with the stripper. It's like, come on, dude. You know, that's just terrible. And he felt guilty because the girl died because of him. Because you couldn't keep yourself. You couldn't keep your penis to yourself, and it caused someone's death. That's why the Bible said the wages of sin is death. A lot of us could avoid a lot of drama if we just don't have sex. It's so true. Baby mama and daddy drama. Sex. Infidelity and adultery. Sex. You know, people getting their car damaged and you know, women that slash tires. Sex. You know, all the sex causes a lot of problems. It really does when you think about it. And it could be avoided if you just don't do it. You know, so I just wanted to bring that to light. If you need something good to watch Kingdom Business. I cannot wait for season 2 because the bishop is dead now. So how are they going to go on? The son, he with some chick that got a Dolly Parton wig on. She pregnant. Then the daughter seems okay, but I'm just intrigued. Like, how are they gonna go on without the bishop? Kingdom business, kingdom glory. Get up. And the executive producer is Kirk Franklin. So you go, boy. And Yolanda is an excellent actress. She's doing her thing in this Kingdom Business, and it's so good. Like, she holds it's him and the husband. Too bad they killed him off because he's a good actor. So hopefully if they bring a replacement, it'll be just as good as him. Because the rest of the actors, they not really all that great, but it's such a good script. It's like when you have good writers, you don't really need, as long as the people look good, that's all that matters. But Yolanda is really holding the show. She holds my attention. I can't wait to see what she's doing and what she's just doing so fabulous in this. And it's such a good show. Like, you just have to see it because it's a mirror image of what goes on in the church. It really is, unfortunately. And those are my thoughts.